Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning for St. Patrick's Day week from the 15th to the 21st of March in my medium passion planner. Let's get started. So the kit that I'm using this week is Lucky from Plannerface, and when else was I going to use this gorgeous St. Patrick's Day art? I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code in the description to save yourself some money and also mention me for a freebie. I'm starting off today's spread, as usual, colouring in the parts of the timelines where I'm going to be asleep, and then going in with my grey Stabilo fine liner to mark in my alarm times, and then split my work and personal to-do boxes to give myself some extra checklist space. In the work to do section, I'm also adding my 5-day habit tracker for things that I have to do at work every single day. As I mentioned in my planner favourites video, I use a grey fine liner to add in any extra lines in the personal and work to do section because I feel like it blends in better with the printed lines on the page than a black fine liner would. Next, I'm going to grab my green Crayola Super Tip, which is my theme colour for March, and start making this probably the most green spread I've ever done. I'm starting by colouring in the daily focus boxes of the days where I'm not going to be at work, so this week was Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm going to use the same pen to shade in the checklists in the bottom left hand corner to keep that pop of my theme colour going throughout the spread. Because Crayola Super Tips tend to pull ink as you take the pen off the page, I'm just dabbing that with the end of my finger and in the process turning my finger green, but it does stop the ink from shadowing too much on the other side of the page. Next, I've grabbed my green Staedtler Triplus fine liner and I'm just marking out my work hours, so I'm just drawing over the lines within the columns when I start and finish work. You may have noticed that this week I haven't split my weekly focus box, and that's because as I'm using a Plannerface mini kit again, I have that square half box that really fits in that space nicely, and I'm going to keep using that box there to add in an extra bit of colour to the top left hand corner of my spread. I'm now on to the last part of my pen base, which is writing in my breakfast, lunch and dinners for every day, so I'm using my Pilot Friction pen to write in those meals, and then I'm going to highlight over them with my green Crayola Super Tip to keep that theme colour going throughout the spread. I don't write in my breakfasts on days where I don't have an alarm set in case I want a little lie-in, and also these aren't exact times where I'm going to eat, they're just more like guidelines for throughout the day. And I'm also not too particular about how well I highlight over these meals. It's nice when it does fit between the two lines of the timeline, but I'm not super worried about it if it doesn't. Although, as you can see here, I do neaten them up if they're completely out of the line. So that's the pen base of my spread all done, and now we can start putting some stickers down on paper. So I'm starting with my meal plan sticker, which as always I just made an Excel and print off on sticker paper myself. I'm then adding that square half box and a little bit of deco to the weekly focus box in the top left hand corner. Next, I'm adding a habit tracker for my daily check-in, and then adding this fashion girl box on top of the quote in the sidebar. I then do my normal trick of trying to move everything around so that it fits better in the sidebar, and once I've moved it all around it looks exactly the same as it did before, because I'm nothing if not consistent. Next, I'm going to grab my washi strips to cover up the Space of Infinite Possibility header, the personal and work to-do list headers, and also create an extra header for my gratitude section in the bottom left hand corner. These mini kits from Plannerface come with 2 thick strips of washi, so I cut the top one in half, which is about 7.5mm, and then the bottom one I cut a 6mm strip so that it fits within the lines in the checkboxes section. So now I'm just going to add in the weekend banner from the kit, and then we can get into the day-to-day plans. The first thing that I'm adding in on Wednesday using this dark green glitter header and a K Elizabeth Plans Holiday Sheet St. Patrick's Day sticker is of course St. Patrick's Day. And then I'm going to use a skinny event label to mark in that I was working from home on Wednesday. As always, any sticker that is within the timelines is a little bit too wide, as these stickers are made for a standard vertical size planner, so I'm just cutting a little chunk off of each sticker so that they fit nicely within the timelines. Next, I'm adding in a quarter box on Wednesday afternoon to mark my normal Wednesday seminar, and I'm marking that with a laptop doodle from the kit. Next, I'm marking an event on Thursday morning with a third box from the kit and some deco, and this is something that I don't really want to share online, but obviously I wanted to keep it in my planner. So this won't be filled in the finished spread, but it will be once I've taken all my photos. Next, I'm going to mark in my Road to Duty Scientist sessions on Friday, and to mark these in I usually like to take a large event label and a skinny event label from the kit, ideally both in either the same colour or pattern, so I used these blue like mottled ones which are really pretty, and I'm going to put them the opposite ways round and then just trim off the sides so that they're fairly even, and just add some deco from the kit to both of these labels. I'm always a bit indecisive when it comes to deco and duty scientist boxes because I just don't know what to use to mark this sort of thing from work. Next, I've just added in a payday flag, and this is from an old Plannerface monthly kit, and then I'm using another event label to mark in grocery shopping on Sunday morning, and also using the grocery doodle from the kit. Moving back to Saturday, and I am not doing this in any particular order obviously, I'm using a flag from the kit and a planner doodle to mark in my planning time on Saturday morning, and then a third box from the kit with some deco to mark in recording this voiceover, which is happening on Sunday, so this becomes editing. But it did mean that I got to use some of my new Plannerface scripts that arrived this week, and you'll see those in the final spread. The next thing that I'm marking in is my workout routine for the week, and these are just a printable that I got from Pinky Stickers and print out in like one colour for the whole month. So I'm just marking in my yoga class, weight sessions and cardio sessions for the week. And in my head I'm counting down the days until these aren't all done in my lounge. I'm genuinely considering taking the day off when the gyms reopen in England. Next, I'm marking in a bill on Friday that I almost forgot, and I've just taken the bill due sticker from the kit and cut it in half horizontally, and that's just so it doesn't take up quite as much space in my planner. I've done my usual trick of cutting up the Monday to Sunday box to use as extra washi strips in my spread, so I'm just using a piece of that and a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co to mark in my spring haul going up on Thursday this week. And then I used a bin multicolour icon from Plannerface to mark in bin day on Thursday, and then marked this YouTube video that you're watching now going up on Sunday in the same way I marked my haul on Thursday. The weather this weekend in Bristol may not seem like it, but yesterday was the first day of spring, so I'm using one of these long flags from the kit and just trimming the ends off it, and using a first day of spring sticker from the K Elizabeth Plans holiday sheet again. I'm then going to add one of the 3 heart checklists from the kit to mark in my cleaning time on Sunday morning, and use the vacuum doodle from the kit to just add a little something to the checklist. So that's all of the main plans in for the week, and now I can just go in and add a few little extra bits and pieces that I would like to get done. So I'm using this half box on Saturday evening to mark in whatever we got up to, and because I'm recording this voiceover on Sunday, I can tell you that that was playing For the King online with my friend. If you haven't played that game, I definitely recommend it. It's on Steam and it's like a turn-based dungeon crawly type thing. Super fun. Next, I'm using this quarter box to mark in budgeting on Saturday afternoon, because as I've just got paid, it's time to do my budget for next month, and I'm using this piggy bank doodle from Plannerface to mark that. I've been really enjoying using more of the decorative boxes from these kits to just take up space where I'm at work, and then using the checklists to mark in just like the top 2 or 3 things that happened for that day. So I'm using this to-do checklist for Monday, and then on other days I'm going to cut up the flag checklists that come in the kit. I decided to cut the flags off the checklists even when I'm using all 3 hearts, just so they match with the checklists where I'm only using 2 hearts a little bit better, and it's not so obvious that I'm just trimming everything. So that's all of my plans laid down for the week. Now I can go in with my Pilot friction pen and fill them all in. As I mentioned earlier in the video, there are some things within the spread that I'm not going to be filling in on camera, and also won't be filled in the finished spread because I just don't want to share them at the moment. So overall this week was super busy, but it actually turned out pretty well in the end. So because I was back in the office full time and working on some stuff outside of work and trying to do 2 videos this week, it all got a little bit hectic. Like, I've never had a week with pre-planning where I filled in the entire day, and Saturday this week, even with pre-planning, I had filled the entire day. And I know some of it is like first day of spring and like whatever we got up to on Saturday evening, but still, the entire day is full and this is just pre-planning. I had no space to memory keep it, even if anything else had happened that day. Next week is looking a lot more chilled though. Like, I've pre-planned so little for next week that I might end up doing another plan as I go spread for my next Plan With Me video. Speaking of videos, I've tried to edit my voiceover a little bit less for this video so that I'm not squishing together my sentences as much, because I think I'd got into the habit of just trying to fill every single second with me chatting, and it was getting a little bit difficult to follow. So let me know if this is better and I will try and keep doing this. But I'm that person that watches all their YouTube videos at like 1.5 times speed, and then I try and emulate that with my voice, and I've realised that not everyone watches their videos ridiculously sped up. But when even my boyfriend, who watches a lot of YouTube videos at 2 times speed, was saying that I was going a bit fast and my cuts were getting kind of jumpy, I figured I should slow down a little bit. This week being super busy was kind of practice for the upcoming weeks, as this was my last week using up annual leave before my annual leave calendar changes over in April. I would say it's my last 4-day week for a long time, but we've got the Easter bank holiday in like a week, so not really. I also usually make a habit of taking off the 2 Mondays in May that aren't bank holidays and doing a no Monday May at work. But we'll see if I can do that again, because there are 5 Mondays in May, not 4 this year. Also, if you're in the UK and you're watching this the day it comes out, this is your reminder that you should do your census paperwork this evening if you haven't done it already, because today's the day. For my weekly focus this week, I've just marked down what week of lockdown we're in, and then I'm going to put the thing that I don't want to mention online as my second focus for the week, because it did take up a lot of my time. But that's all my pre-planning done for this week. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here's the spread all filled out, and I think it's the greenest thing I've ever made in my planner. I really love how it turned out. I didn't have too many photos to add in this week as I've been super busy, so I just added in an extra decorative box in my bottom right hand corner where I do my journaling. But I'm really happy with this spread, and happy St. Patrick's Day. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!